Hello fellow YouTubers and lovers of World of Warships. Today we're on the map Sea of Fortune and the replay was sent back by Flimsy Lunch. Flimsy Lunch. These tags, man. Okay, I'm going to call him Lunch. Okay, so yeah, Flimsy Lunch uploaded this one. Thank you for that, Lunch. In the San Martin. A ship that is somewhat contentious. I mean, some people on Reddit say that she's a bit lackluster and she lacks DPM and, you know, you're better off with the Worcester. She is a Worcester hull after all. She's the Pan-American version of the Worcester, if you like. She's considerably more tanky than a Worcester. She's got the same armor profile, but she gets a super heal. Okay, and she gets the F key, the wonderful F key. So once that's procced, and you proc it by getting hits, shell hits, once it's full, when you press that, it speeds up the cooldown time on your consumables. So you get your consumables back around 85% faster. It really is quite good. It means that you can get your heals back faster and you can become extraordinarily tanky because you get the extra heals. Bear in mind you are in a light cruiser hull, but it is the Worcester hull, not the Minotaur hull. So you get a 127mm armor belt, which you can angle to keep you safe. Yes, you can be quite easily citadeled if you're caught broadside, so you have to be careful of that. Keep her angled. 30mm deck armor, 25mm bow and stern armor. Quite a big superstructure too. She's got torpedoes, 10.5 kilometer range on those. I can tell you that they do 17,500 damage and do 66 knots with a detect of 1.3 kilometers. And because she's got a detect herself of 9.1 kilometers, she can stealth torpedo, albeit not very easily. But yeah, torpedo range 10.5, detect 9.1. Okay, the radar is 9 kilometers, so it's not quite a stealth radar, but it's pretty close. It's pretty close. If you get detected and you press your radar button, there's a very good chance you'll immediately see what detected you. Because it's only going to be 0.1 of a kilometer in it. Now he's sat here in the Sea of Fortune off one of my favorite little island chains just outside sea. I rather like this island because it's great for projecting shells over whilst not getting spotted or lit. He's keeping an eye on the cap. He's looking after the Z42. He bangs his radar and lo and behold there's a Z52 capping. Okay, island interfered with the shots, but he's going to try and get some rounds in. Here we go. And okay, first radar, what has he achieved? He's lit the Z52 so the team's aware of it. Support fire coming from the battleships. Looking at the spot damage, that wasn't great, so I guess everybody missed. The Z52 did take a tiny little bit of damage there and ran away. This is good. This is a good thing. He's scared the enemy DD off the cap, which allows their DD to go into cap. Their Z42 could now go into cap if he was actually facing in the right direction. He's sat in smoke going backwards at the moment between the two islands, between the Gorizilla and the Hindenburg, the two cruisers. So the Z42's in a cruiser sandwich and he won't be going onto sea to grab the cap anytime soon, which, bear in mind the fact that he's a smoke hydro boat, is a bit of a shame. I mean, the Z52's hydro is marginally longer range and the Z52 is the better ship. But you've got a radar cruiser looking after you, baby. What are you waiting for? Get in there, Tiny. Get in there. Bungo just took out their Hindenburg. Ouch. That's not good. So we've got some big hitters on the flank, opposite flank. There's a Petro on the corner. There's a Bungo, a Bremen, the von Zuckerboff or Schlieffen, the what was it? Not Pan American. It was the Nyan Paradox. Yes, the Nyan Paradox ship from the New Year event. So that is essentially a Schlieffen over there. I know you're calling yourself a von Zuckerhoff, but we're on to you. We're on to you. We know, we can see underneath that fancy pinata skin. We know what you are, sir. We know. He's getting some really decent hits into him, and he's filling his F key while he does so. And you can see every time he hits... oh god. Okay, the island took out all the shells, and the F key is now depleted. Yeah, you have to keep it up to fill the F key. You have to keep the hits consistent. If you don't get consistent hits, after a few seconds the F key just depletes, it just empties. They do give you some time. You can usually get away with missing one salvo. But if you miss the one after that, or the island takes your shells, like what's going on here, not so great, right? Okay, so the Libertad's taken the von Zuckerhoff out. The Vermont's taken the von Zuckerhoff out. So both teams have lost a Schliefflen, essentially. Interesting. Okay, and Team Red are down 2 destroyers, the Z-52 and the Haragumo. There's a Z-42 plucked up enough courage while that was all going on to go into cap and take the cap with a bit of support from his cruisers. And yes, he got team support, so he's got the cap and the Z-52 is no more. Meanwhile, there's a Bremen out there somewhere, and a Bungo, and of course the Petro who's sat in mid. The Libertad, the Yamato and the Begonia are on the far flank on the 9 line, if you check your minimap.
Teammate, I need your support.
And I don't think the San Martin's happy about it. Meanwhile, our San Martin friend moves to mid. And this is kind of the playstyle. You're an island ambusher. That's the whole idea with this ship. And you're quite tanky. You can open water to a certain extent, but there are so many guns that can overpen you now, or overmatch your armor. Anything sort of in the 4, 5, 7 and above range are going to give you a bad day or a bad time. Right. Thinking about dropping torps in the gap. Drops a set of torps, opens fire on the Vermont. See if we can fill our F key this time. He's clear over the island though. He's being lit by something on the flank. Really? He just knocked out a Vermont gun. With 152mm AP. Way to go. Okay. Strange things I saw in World of Warships Chapter 2, right? Oh, his incoming fire alert tells him there's some fire coming. Now he's using the reload mod on his guns, so his gun reload is going to be under 6 seconds. It's going to be around 5 seconds. 5 point something. If you use range mod, you get out to 18 kilometers, and it's a little easier to project over the islands. But he's gone with the superior fire rate and the higher DPM, and I don't blame him because his ship is quite low DPM anyway. He's getting some good hits on the Petro there. F key is full, by the way. He managed to fill it on the Vermont by the look of it. I was too busy gazing at the mini-map. So essentially a Worcester hull, eh? Oh yeah, the turret arrangement's pretty weird on this ship. I should probably mention that. And also, she has no secondaries. Not a single secondary gun on this ship at all. Quite strong AA, right? Around the 80 value, sort of 85 AA, right, value, which means strong. Okay, but no secondaries. And she has the weirdest turret arrangement. 2 of the turrets are twin turrets, okay, front and back. And the other 2 turrets, front and back, are triple turrets. So triple mount and twin mount. So she only mounts 4 turrets, unlike the Worcester. Okay, slightly different turret arrangement to the Worcester. Basically, less turrets, same amount of guns. Right, he's opening up on the Vermont again. Who's just on the edge of his gun range. Okay, he's going to take his healing off cooldown. If you look at the bottom bar, you'll see that his cooldown went from 2 minutes 30 odd to 15 seconds. Almost straight away. So that's how good the F key is. Here we go. Now this works on all the consumables. So say you use a radar and a hydro and a heal, all three of those are, if they're on cooldown, would come off cooldown 85% quicker using the F key, which is actually a pretty neat gimmick. It's a pretty neat trick. It's unique to this ship line. And of course, you do get this sort of thing on the battleship line as well. But they don't get hydro and radar, which is probably just as well, right? Because they're pretty strong. I'm looking at you, Libertad. I'm looking at you. And you, Valparaiso. Seeing a lot of those in ranked at the moment, aren't we? Oh god. Ranked is dominated. Tier 9 ranked is dominated by Valpas. I can't imagine why, right? Okay, he's opening fire on the Thor. Got a few hits in. I don't think he's going to fill his F key doing this, but we're 10 minutes into the match and the damage is pretty underwhelming, like they say on the Reddit, 37,000 damage. But Flimsy here is in it for the long game. Okay, firing on the Bremen. Again, he just creeps over the island. The Bremen is just far enough away to get some shells in. He is quite well concealed though. Bremen's quite low now. And now he fires on the Thor. Of course, this ship doesn't have any HE either. That's something else to bear in mind. You won't be setting any fires anytime soon. But the AP is solid enough, and if a ship's angled, just aim for the superstructure is my advice. He's getting some decent scores, hits in on the Thor. Again, he is really... This ship is kind of reliant on your crew, your team. Reliant on your team to spot, okay? He's running Lisboa, by the look of it, which has reduced his reload speed on his guns. Lisboa being the special commander you can get with this ship. If you haven't got him already, you can purchase the containers for coal in the armory to put together the Lisboa collection. Okay. He's getting some good shots in there, but unfortunately the ships have gone dark. Okay, there's still a Yamato out there and a Bungo. This is quite a close game. Quite a close game. Still everything to play for. Team Green still has two of their battleships. They've got a Montana and the rather excellent Begonia, although the Begonia's taken a few too many risks, and the Thor gets in with a torpedo. Yeah, I'm not too surprised by that. Not too surprised by that at all. Okay, we're under radar. Who's detected him with radar? That'll be the Thor. Thor's got radar. Yeah, I forget these new ships that have come in. These new European ships, battleships. Thor has radar. Okay, he's firing on the Yamato, getting some good hits in. He's filled his F key again, which he's going to need later, so he's holding on to it for now. And that's a nice thing. Once filled, it will not deplete, so that's good to know. Okay, he just got slammed pretty hard. 685,000 damage tank so far, top right corner. Spotting damage 9,992. 9,902 spot. There's the Bremen. I think he can get the Bremen. I think that's doable. Yeah, he's going for the Bremen. He's using the radar to keep the Bremen lit. Does he get the Bremen? You see he's struggling a bit here because he doesn't have HEs, so... Shooting at the nose of the Thor. He's going to come back for the Bremen, I think. Wow, and some really decent damage on the soft nose of the Thor, which clearly can't handle 152mm AP. It's farming that nose hard. Yep. Thor's looking low. Thor's looking really low. He's going to get him, isn't he? Yep, he got the Thor. And now he's switching back to the Bremen. Going for the double strike. Can he get the double strike? No. But he gets the Bremen, right? Yes. Okay, good. Good. Excellent. Excellent play there. That's 2. And this is the thing, the San Martin really shines in those long games because it's quite tanky. It shines in the end game. And I don't think it deserves the amount of grief it gets because she is actually quite a decent ship, and she's quite kind to new players because of the whole F key super heal function. It's not quite as big a heal as, say, the Minotaur, but it is a big heal. He gets a lot of health back from the heal. He's getting some hits on the Yamato now. He's going after the Yamato. Okay, he's popping radar to keep half an eye on the bungo. As the bungo's moving across, he is aware of the fact that he's being flanked by a battleship. There's only 2 ships left on Team Green now. Team Red have got 3. Although where their Thrasher is, no one knows. Submarines, right? He's in another time zone somewhere. Last spotted at E1. Meanwhile, keeping the pressure on the Yamato. And keeping half an eye on the bungo. I mean, he has torpedoes, so there will be options. Unfortunately, his radar's run out. He's kicked the heel in because he took a heavy hit there from the Yamato that completely overmatched him and took half his health almost.
Roger.
The Hydro's about to run out. The heel's about to finish. And he hits the FP, and I think that was good timing from the FP. He should get his radar, his Hydro, and his health back in the next 20 or so seconds. Yeah, look, Hydro in 10, heal in 11, radar in 4. And this is the power of the San Martin FP. 9 torpedo protection hits. Bungo slaps him hard. He sticks another heel on because he took it off cooldown. Yeah, you know the mechanic from the Valpo, right? He keeps the pressure on the Bungo, keeps firing. Oh, submarine's shown up and pinged him. He's going to drop torps now on the Bungo, and he moves away. All the time the Yamato is behind an island. Yamato comes into view. Hits his F key, brings his heel off cooldown. At least that's what he hopes. Gets 2 torpedoes and a flood into the Bungo. Can he finish the Bungo off? Yes, he can. Okay. Bangs a repair on the fire and removes the ping. Heel comes off cooldown. Hits a heel key. This is crazy good. This is nuts. This is nuts. I hope you guys stay tuned for this, because honestly it was a pretty slow start, and I wouldn't blame people for navigating away after that start. But oh my god, look at this. 5.6k farms into the nose, 3,336 into the side. He's farming the Yamato hard, and he's going to shoot him up his soft rear. Here we go, rear armor. He's looking at the rear armor, and he's going to, yeah. Wow. High caliber. Confederate. He's got a hit on the submarine while doing all of that. Absolutely fabulous play here. Well played, mate. I am so impressed with that. That was crazy good. Crazy good work here from the San Martin. And yeah, I'm not surprised you're shaking after that, chat. Yeah. I'm putting it on my channel because honestly, mate, I cannot stress enough how good this was. The last 5 minutes of this match were riveting, my man, riveting. And you played very well. You managed to pat your head and rub your tummy and juggle 3 balls while doing all of that. Well done, well played. And there goes the submarine for the Kraken. Kraken finish. Oh my god. Well played, sir. Well played. Fabulous game. Fabulous game. So, who said the San Martin's boring, right? Who said the San Martin's boring? Okay. Expert, Confederate, and Dreadnought, Kraken, and High Caliber. 5 kills. And look at the team score. This is going to be huge. Yep, 2,774 base XP. Very well played. Very well played. Good job, Flimsy. Or Filmsy. Honestly, 197,000 with the main battery, 29,000 with torpedoes, 13,000 on the submarine, 3,949 to aircraft. Pretty good damage spread, my man. And 1,570,000 potential damage tank there. She is tanky for a light cruiser with a Worcester hull. Very tanky, thanks to the F key super heal mechanic, right? That I mentioned earlier. And, well, all that leaves me to say is I hope you've enjoyed the first half of Season 2 of Remarkable Replays, and the second half will be dropping in a couple of weeks. Thank you all very much for watching, and thank you, Flimsy Lunch Tray, what a tag, for this fabulous, absolutely fabulous replay upload. Thank you, sir. And to the rest of you, have a good one, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.